mobile and mobile. Now, I think we're going to see a situation in which the traditional way of accessing digital media has been through a PC. Increasingly, that PC is a laptop, but I think we will going to see a big trend in mobile. We're going to see a big trend, whether that mobile be a mobile phone or a game controller or even things that are out and about in our environment, sort of intelligent screens and things like that. I think we're going to just find that digital media is everywhere, not just on your PC in your home. I think it depends on who you mean by the business. I think it challenges traditional media a lot. I think we're seeing television companies and movie companies and radio stations thinking, I wonder how this affects us. Of course it affects the advertising agencies. The sort of people, a lot of people from Hyper Island go out and work for brands or for agencies who work for brands, and I think there's a lot of work there in terms of what we need to be thinking about when we have ubiquitous media, where we have a situation where people are receiving messages or interacting with brands via mobile devices. I think that will make a big difference. So 14 years ago when we started Hyper Island, it was all about CD-ROM. There was hardly any web. There was hardly any mobile. And in 14 years we've come on to a situation in which everything is really looking very, very different. We've now got full, rich media experiences over the web. We've got a wonderful set of tools. We've got a set of devices, which means we can use it in different ways. I mean, I think that things like the Wii and the iPhone, which begin to explore the idea of movement, are very exciting. And I think anybody entering the industry now has got as much change to look forward to in the next 15 years as in the last 15. It's certainly not going away. If you have a good idea, is there a possibility of getting it out there? I think it's never been easier. I think in some senses we're seeing all of these Web 2.0 companies coming up and trying things out. I was looking the other day and seeing there are literally thousands of people you've never heard of who are building small prototypes and small things that are then turning into possible businesses. So it's easy to get your ideas out there. Is it easy to be a success? That's much harder. And I think for every experiment there are probably 1,000 failures. So it's well worth trying. It's worth trying to get a good idea out there, but I don't think there's no surefire way, there's no guarantee of success, whether you be a band, a brand, or someone with just a crazy idea they'd like to put out there on the web. I think what I'm suggesting is that perhaps the biggest challenge is not to get complacent and to imagine that if you've learned to be a good Flash designer or if you've learned to use Photoshop very well, that those tools will be enough in the future. I think you have to keep learning. I think one of the things we've really tried to push at Hyper Island is that this is a launch pad. This is a place to start and a place to sort of get immersed in digital media. But it's only a beginning, and I think it's very easy to find that the people behind you, the people who are coming up, the younger people, are going to take your lunch. And so what we need to be doing is encouraging people to go on experimenting and learning and trying out new ideas, and watch what their colleagues and their competitors are doing, and collaborate with other people, find ways of building stuff that's even better. So it's about not being comfortable. I think that's one of the messages I really feel strongly about.